Okay, it should be pretty clear to see that there's really no relationship. It's pretty scattered, so the choice is A. Okay, now here you just have to think about it. You have to remember that one point is clearly 0, 10,000. One point is that, okay? And anything to the 0 power is 1. So it can't be this one. It cannot be this one. It's down to these two. And for exponential, you have to remember that anything greater than 1, when multiplied by itself successively, is going to be greater. So because the graph is going up, it just has to be this choice right here. Because this choice is going to make it go down. So it just has to be choice B. Okay, we did this a while ago. Opposite of this is 1, -1, and it's going down. So I want to look for something like this. I want to look for something like that. And it has to be choice D. Has to be choice D. Right, it has to be choice D. Okay, you have to remember this, that x-intercept occurs when y is 0. Y-intercept occurs when x is 0. Okay? So you want to set y to 0. Use a quadratic formula, okay? Again, y-intercept occurs when x is 0. So x is 0 makes this 0. So y is -12. So 0, -12. That's going to get you pretty far. You know, the y-intercept occurs, the x-intercept occurs when y is 0. The y-intercept occurs when x is 0. It's always the opposite one. Okay, here. So it's going down. It has to be less than 1. So it can't be this one. It can't be this one. Now, the y-intercept is 45,000, so it has to be D. Okay, now for this one, if a quadratic standard form, the formula for finding the vertex is this: opposite b over 2a, and then you substitute that value to find y. Now it's going down, so it can't be C or D. Okay, now let's try B. Let's try B. So opposite b is going to be -12 over 2a is -6, so it's 2. Now let's substitute 2 in here. So -3 times 2 squared is 4, plus 12 times 2 is 24, plus 1. -12 plus 25 is 13. No, it has to be, so by process of elimination, it has to be A. Okay. Again, x-intercept occurs when y is 0. So you want to subtract 5 from both sides and get this. Whenever a term switches sides, it changes signs. And you could factor this. Don't forget that it's equal to 0. So like I said, there's a lot of quadratics on this, and you have to know that. So it has to be -5 and 1. Y-intercept occurs when x is 0, so set this to 0. So it's -8. So I want to see 0, -8 is D. Okay. X-intercept occurs when y is 0. So set this to 0. So it's going to be 80. Okay, here what I would do is divide everything by 5. So I get y equals, right, I'm dividing everything by 5. 2x minus 3. Okay? So it has to be choice B. It has to be choice B because my slope is 2, y-intercept is negative 3, so it has to be choice B. X-intercept occurs, so we want the opposite to be 0. Set y to 0. So y is 0. So negative x equals negative 50, so it has to be 50. Okay? This one right here, so this is the first term, this is the second, third, fourth. You're literally multiplying by 4, so it has to be B. Okay, now this is basically saying, this is a fancy way of saying we take the term before it, multiply it by 3, and add 2. So look, 1 times 3 plus 2 equals 5. 5 times 3 plus 2 is 17. 17 times 3 plus 2 is 53. So we want to find the fourth term. This is the second, third, fourth. We want to find the fifth term, so all we have to do is 53 times 3 plus 2. So that's going to be 159 plus 2, 161. Okay, so this is another, again, very similar. It's saying you take the term before it, multiply it by 2, and add 3. Times 2 plus 3, times 2 plus 3, times 2 plus 3. So I get 58 plus 3, 61. Okay. So look, this is saying to find any term, you 2 times the number before it plus 3. That's what it's saying. Okay, I'm going to stop here.